What's up, lovers? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. I'm Dark Match Steve, your little twink for the evening, your boy toy. Feel free to have fantasies about me. Take your clothes off, get comfortable, take off your bra, take off your panties, take off your socks. What's up? What's up, guys? What's up? Good evening. This is Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. If you clicked on this, please don't leave. I will slut it up for you. Let's get to the chat real quick. Lots of shit to get to tonight. I see that Facebook and YouTube have fucked me over with the algorithms. Twitter too, I guess. I'm just fucking chop liver. God damn. Or the numbers aren't correct. My view numbers may not even be correct. StreamYard's having problems. Let me tell you. Guys, remember last stream? I was saying when you comment on Facebook in the chat, it was giving me, it just said Facebook user. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I thought it was Jimmy Kimmel's fault because I got kicked off of Facebook when I was playing the Jimmy Kimmel segment. And it actually, I had the Facebook username thing, that error was unrelated to Jimmy Kimmel, which is actually surprising. Really, because I thought it had to be related, but turns out there's just some issue with the some connection between StreamYard and fucking Facebook to where the chatters, I can't see your name. So if you get in the chat on Facebook, put your name in your chat message so I know who it is, because it's not my problem or oh God. I guess it might be Facebook. I don't know who. It's not my issue, though. It's because of Facebook and StreamYard. So, yeah. Little nicotine gum. I ran out of my nicotine toothpicks. This fucking company is pissing me off. You guys want to know what company I use? I don't mind telling you now. I should. Am I really out? Yeah, I'm out. These bastards. These fucking scumbags. Oh, man, what if I found a whole pack in here? That'd be so good. That'd be so good. No, this fucking company that I get the nicotine toothpicks from is just, I don't know what they're, why don't you take your customers seriously? Why don't you actually try to ship? I guess we're spoiled from Amazon and BubbaArmyMerch.com where you order something and it shows up 2 days later. We're all just fucking spoiled because I ordered more nicotine toothpicks October 30th. October 30th. It's what, the 11th? It's the 11th. Get your shit together, shitty toothpick company. They're fucking toothpicks soaked in nicotine. And because of that, my brain, the gears got turning in my brain today. I was like, wow, I'm going to have to go buy more nicotine gum because these fucking losers can't just send me my goddamn order in a timely fashion. Yeah, I got free shipping because I spent over $50. And because of that, you think you can jerk me around? No, that got me thinking today. Well, if I just get my own toothpicks and I can buy nicotine in bulk, I'll just make them myself. I'm going to start making my own nicotine toothpicks because of these fucking idiots. If you run a business and you have customers, take their get their shit out and send them emails. That's another thing. This company, it's I'll show you. You know what? Because I'm not getting an endorsement. And I'll be fair here. It's Pixatine. This is what I use. This company could have gotten a free shout out for just being good products. But here we are. Pixatine, send me my shit, you fucking scumbags. For real. What the fuck is the deal? I've had to send these people nasty emails before. And I asked them, how do I unsubscribe from, because I got a subscription order to send them once a month. And they wouldn't even tell me. They replied without telling me how to unsubscribe because they were like, oh, we'll talk him down. Bitch, I'm about to make my own fucking nicotine toothpicks because you guys just won't send me my shit. They're in Florida. They're on the other side of the state. And it's fucking 12 days later, almost 2 weeks since I ordered, and I still don't have them. I'm sure they would have been in the mail today if it weren't fucking Veterans Day, which, by the way, happy Veterans Day, Tim Walls and everybody else, but mainly Tim Walls. Thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day, okay? I'm sorry, guys. I'm starting off bitching. Anyway, I'm about to go. I'm going to, because this is what I get. And this is why I go through this company and I'm pissed off because I can't buy these from a different company. Pixatine, you guys that make the fucking nicotine toothpicks that I use, they're the only company that sells an unflavored one. Every other company sells fucking flavored bullshit toothpicks with nicotine, and they have sugar and stuff added to it. I don't want to rot my teeth. I just want the nicotine. So, because you guys wait to send me my order, and on top of that, we got a scam call. Hello?
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 Hi, this is Katie. How have you been?
I'm okay. I pulled my pants today, but I had to change the underwear, so it's all right.
I will just put your number in our do not call.
No, wait.
Thank you for your time.
Wait,
Take
don't
care.
hang up. Hello? Hello? Oh, come on, guys. Anyway, sorry. This is going to be an ADD stream. So, this company, they confirm your order. They send you an order confirmation. But if you do a subscription order, which is free shipping unless you pay for extra to get it, the next day, priority shipping. Pay extra to get it within a couple days. I don't know. I don't know what the timeline is, but anyway, I can pay more for shipping to get it here sooner. But it says in the email, we'll notify you. We'll email you when your order ships. Then they don't send you one. They don't send me a fucking notification, email, text, anything, carrier pigeon, something telling me that my order shipped, what they are supposed to do. So here I am, fucking dying because I'm running out of nicotine toothpicks, and these fucking scumbags just jerk you around. So, sorry guys, you got me thinking I'm going to go buy my own fucking gallon of nicotine for $100, and I'm going to have a lifetime supply of nicotine toothpicks that I'm going to soak myself because you fucking idiots can't just send me my order within a week and a half even. I'm still sitting here waiting for my fucking order, you idiots. Anyway, I'm doing good though. Nicotine gum, this stuff actually works real. The problem is this has yellow 5 in it. That's my main concern. However, the gum stays very colorful. I think the yellow 5 mostly stays in the gum. So like, that's a pre-chewed piece right there. I'm going to pop that back in a few minutes because there's still some vitamin N on there. Anyway, guys, what the fuck? So that's what I'm dealing with. Delayed orders. Stupid fucking nicotine toothpick company making me sweat. Let me get to the chat page. Let me get to the chat. Okay, lovers, here I am. Fat Pig. What's up? Good evening, sweet cheeks. Fucking Jeff Cron is up in here. Natalie, what's up? What's up? Natalie McClendon. What's up, lovers? Junior Coltrane. You guys are fighting for first. Adam Wiley over on the YouTube. He's usually over on the Twitter. What's up, lovers? Iggy McGillicuddy, sir. It's an honor. Thank you. Who is this? Dark Match Steve? Oh, that's me. I commented that. Cool. I'll be on just a few minutes, lovers. Where's Snizzook Slizair? I know he's not in Bubba's chat right now. Oh, that's a pop from me. And he Fat Pig popped. Thank you, sir. Sniz, wait, is Sniz up in the chat? Let me scroll down because you got to get up in here and tell me what the fuck happened because I want to know what you said. I'm taking Bubba's word for it so far that you said you're quitting the show because of what? Politics? What happened? We can even go over that segment if we want to. Bob Cook is up in here. What's up, Bob Cook? Thank you, sir, for coming and checking out the stream. Dutch Duke, my lover, my friend. What's up, Dutch Duke? Oh, Patrick. Okay, fucking. I guess StreamYard fixed the problem because I can see names in here now. Patrick Fowler. What's up? Fucking. Thank you, Tuttle. Yeah, I can see you here on Facebook now. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck. I can see the chats regardless, but there was this bug or an issue, Tuttle, that they were having where it wouldn't say the username. It would just say Facebook user. And I thought it's because I got kicked off my stream, got the boot from Facebook the other night because of fucking Jimmy Kimmel. And then my YouTube video, this is like the day after the election when everyone was reacting, or maybe the day after that one got deleted from YouTube. And I found out, I thought it was Jimmy Kimmel again. It was fucking Jon Stewart. Fucking Jon Stewart. I will never watch your stupid fucking show. Your fucking bird faces you make. You think you're so goddamn cute. You're not really that funny anymore. You used to be funny back when people were completely uninformed. Sorry, you're not funny anymore. Your show fucking sucks. Fuck you. You'd be lucky to have me talk about you on my fucking stream. Fuck you. Anyway, guys, how's it going? Phone lines are open. Here? Where? What? Is it possible that the nicotine is worse than the dye? Well, it depends. It depends on the dose and whatnot, but I don't think so. Steve, you sound like you really need to get laid. I actually got some last night. You'd be proud, Junior Coltrane. Thank you. And no, it was really good. I went hiking with my buddy. We came back, and then he took a shower, and he came back into the room. He's like, I want a back rub. And I was like, oh, I got you. I'll get all up in that back. And he laid there. He took all his clothes off for a back rub. And I was like, you know what? If you don't want what's about to come to you, you shouldn't be throwing those signals out. So I climbed up on his back and I did the coconut oil, rubbed him down, and I got naked too. And so like I was on top of his back and my junk was like dangling and touching his junk. And I was like, oh, this is going to happen. This is happening tonight. Oh, it was good. Thank you though. He asked me to wear a condom though. I fucking hate that. He gets weird sometimes. He's like, can you wear a condom? I'm just like, all right, I guess I don't have to pull out. That's cool. I don't like, condoms really fucking suck. I mean, it's just the lack of sensation. And I know I used to hear people bitch about that when I was really young. And just like you're just lucky to get whatever kind of wet, hot, steaming hole that you can get. And when they tell you to use a condom, you're just like, okay, whatever. I'm getting some hole. I don't care if I have to wrap it. Give me 3 condoms. I don't care. I'm gonna get this nut. But these days I'm just like, I'm got a raging bone. And you're going to make me strap up. You're really going to make me fucking go get one out of the drawer and strap up. Like, Jesus Christ. Come on, man. Grow up. How long have we been fucking? Big E. What's up, lovers in the chat? I'm still welcoming everybody. What's up, lovers? Thank you all. Iggy, everybody. Thank you guys for coming to chill. Snizzook isn't in here yet. You bastard. Get in here and tell me what the fuck happened on the morning show. Somebody messaged Sniz. I actually want to see him up in the chat. I wanted to ask him what the fuck happened. Less than stellar veterans. I already said happy Veterans Day to Tim Walls. Thank you for your service, Tim Walls. Is there someone else I'm forgetting? Are you a Iggy? Are you a veteran? Look, I hate to put you on the back burner here, but Tim Walls has served our country far more than you have. Don't be mad that I gave him the Happy Veterans Day. It's dedicated. This whole show tonight is dedicated to Tim Walls and his service to our country. You missed the Bubba show this morning too. So I caught about I'd say 2 hours or so, and then I was catching up before my stream now, and I saw the segment with Sniz getting bitched at by Bubba. So I guess Snizuk got blocked by Bubba this morning, which I think Bubba thinks that Snizuk can't see the show now, but really it just means he can't chat. We don't have to tell Bubba that, guys. Okay, don't say nothing, but guys, don't say nothing to Bubba. But you know, when he blocks people, it's just blocking from the chat. You know, they can still watch the show. I might even mention. So there was a segment on the show. We're not going to play it because it's just a quick little part, but it's about. I was thinking about mentioning the show today on my stream anyway. Sniz, someone get Sniz up in the chat for real, or have him call in. I'll answer on Instagram or something. But yeah, guys, the fucking nicotine toothpicks, they're fucking me over. I'm so pissed. I'm gonna make my own. I was kidding, Iggy. Thank you. Happy Veterans Day, cousin. Thanks for coming to hang with us. I really do appreciate the service of the military. Oh, fuck. Got a scam call. All right. Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Are you there?
Hi, this is James. How you doing today?
Hey, James, are you a robot?
Well, the purpose of my call is to inform you that the state has recently approved a new final expense whole life insurance. What it does, it is going to cover 100% cost of your funerals, burials, or cremation expenses. And it will also give you an option to leave some money for your loved ones. So would you like to learn more about it?
I'm scared to die. I'm very scared. Oh, come on, guys. Have a little fun. I was hoping they'd put me through to a real person. That wasn't a real person. Anyway. So yeah, let's get on to it. So Trump's bullshit. I guess Sniz ain't gonna get his. He's mad about what happened to AI. So yeah, I don't know if it's some of them. I know for a fact that it's you know, the fucking call centers. Some of them at least operate in the sense that they buy scripts, right? I only know this because of watching Kit Boga, but they buy these scripts for like a few $1,000s, and it'll be a whole, you know, script of like you call, the person answers, then you say, "Hi, yes, I'm with such and such, da 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 da," and then the person, it gives like, you know, says what they might reply and how you reply based on how they reply. They buy these scripts, okay? And some of these, when it sounds like a machine, it is a fucking person working it. I know it is, because they mess up sometimes in a way that seems very human-like. Like they'll click the wrong button. You can tell it clicks the wrong button, and they'll fucking play a message. Like I just know that sometimes it's I know there is AI with some of them, but some of those I still fuck with them even if it sounds like a computer, because it is someone that they're not supposed to speak. They're pre-recorded script responses that they use to respond to you when you talk to them. Suits? No, I haven't. Is that one of Bubba's shows that he likes? Suits, right? I feel like I've heard him. Did anyone see Donald Trump won? What? Okay. that was a good one. All right, so yeah, I saved a bunch of these segments. Let's go over some of the Trump shit now. I don't want it to get too late. Fucking, it's already like 8 o'clock. I've just been dicking around this whole time, screaming about nicotine and Bubba Army drama. So, Donald Trump, he's released. I don't know where is he released? Is this truth or what? I have no idea. I looked on Twitter. I was like, assuming I'd be able to get every one of these. Jeff Cron, you did telemarketing. I had a friend that did that, and he fucking hated it too. It's probably really that unless you have an IQ that's double digits, it's probably one of the worst fucking jobs you can have. So yeah, I looked on Trump's Twitter and where the fuck Instagram. So I forget, but he didn't have these posted. I'm like wondering where the fuck people are getting these. They could be AI. The fucking Trump videos could be AI for all I fucking know. But yeah, I don't know where they're getting these, but Trump has released a few of these videos where he's breaking down some bullshit that he's going to do. So we'll go through and watch a few of these and let's see what he says here. All right, let me screen share. Where are we at? Oh, fuck. Damn it. I'm Donald Trump. Ah! Let me screen share, lovers. Okay. Giant Beetlejuice. Did I go out and vote for Trump? Yes, I did. I did. And you know what? I was really on the fence about doing it at all. And I was sitting there looking at my ballot. Was it on Truth? Okay, yeah, that's what I kind of figured. It might have been on Truth. I don't know why he just doesn't get his ass over to Twitter. But whatever. Yeah, I did vote for Trump. I went and voted for him. And, there were some other things on the ballot that I did give a shit about. And I was looking down at that ballot and I said, wouldn't it be cool if I just filled out some other shit and didn't vote for Trump or Kamala or anything? And I was thinking about it and I was like, I already mentioned this. I pretended that RFK Jr.'s name was on the ballot as Trump's VP, where it said JD Vance. I pretended it said RFK Jr. and I just filled that bubble in. And I was saying to myself, how could I? And you never know what they're going to do when they get in office, but when they're teasing, at least with stuff like, they're talking about taking fluoride out of the water. That makes me wake up with morning wood every day since Trump's been elected. I have had morning wood, strong, fucking, should call it morning steel. Like fucking like a steel beam boner every morning, thinking about that they might take the fluoride out of the water. Fucking a guy, RFK Jr. is part of the Trump cabinet, possibly, at the time, this before the election, possibly part of the Trump cabinet. And he's talking about fucking the regulatory agencies being captured and needing to be like reworked, revamped. Fucking, they're gonna go after everybody that was a part of the 3-letter agency spreading disinformation and bullshit like that. All of this shit is like a dream come true. I would be actually stupid unless there were some major red flags that would make me vote differently, which there weren't exactly. I would be stupid not to vote for Trump when they're bringing RFK into the deal and talking about all this shit that I could never expect another candidate in my lifetime. If I'm not going to, get on this fucking train, I can't expect another candidate in my lifetime for real to be like, oh, you know what? We might actually try to take the poison out of the water, the fluoride. The garbage grade fluoride that they add to the water, they're going to possibly take that out. They're going to look at revamping the regulatory agencies, 3-letter agencies that have been captured by the industries that they regulate. Oh yeah, we're going to look into that shit. RFK is my new Viagra. Yes. But yeah, I'd be stupid not to try for that. And I got a RFK clip here too for us to look at. But I'd be stupid not to do that. For real. And then, guys, remember election night, I got on here, and the first thing I played was Kamala Harris taking a fake phone call. A fake phone call on election day. Guys, I would have been kicking myself had I been sitting here election night not having voted for Trump and seeing Kamala Harris taking a fake phone call in front of everybody. I get Trump's not perfect. Like I said, I was on the fence about voting at all, and I have my issues with Trump. But it would have been so hard for me to actually sit here election night watching that fucking clown-headed bitch take a fake phone call, lying to everyone's face, and doing that same fake fucking bullshit, pilled up fucking cat lady laugh. I can't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. So anyways, that's where we're at. I'm sorry, Democrats, for real. Pick a better candidate. It could have been a woman. We want the first female president in our lifetime. Let's actually pick a good candidate, not the DEI Kamala Harris sucked her way to the top higher. Sniz is here. Sniz, we've been talking about you. What the fuck happened in the chat this morning? What did you say to Bubba? I need to know the quote exactly. Don't threaten to quit listening to Bubba's show just because sometimes they don't fact check stuff and whatnot. Let's not do that. Come on, guys. No, I'm playing. I don't know. Whatever you guys, whatever argument you got into, I didn't hear exactly what Bubba was saying, but I do also think, yes, I must know. I do also think there could have been some fakery from the Republican side. That might not even be Trump's fault or doing or whatever, but I have my concerns. You don't know what the fuck they're doing with these elections, no matter what side wins or loses, you don't fucking know. So if all he was saying that pissed you off was that there could have been some fuckery, then I'm sorry. I agree with Bubba. It's a possibility. Do I think it was like the Republicans really went out and tried to fucking defraud the whole election system to try to win this time? I don't think that happened. I think they actually tried to run a competitive campaign and fucking win by convincing people to fucking vote for him. I think that's mostly what you got from the Republican side. Again, and we can go over the map, but yeah, the fucking Elon Musk retweeted the map that all of the fucking blue states were places with not so strict ID. Bubba said, I think the election may have been stolen and I lost it. Did he actually say he thought that he thought it was stolen by Trump or the Russians, or he said it might have been? Seemed like a lot building up to the election. Comment was the straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah. I hear you, man. I know sometimes, like, I wish Bubba wouldn't get so mad at his chat. Come on, guys. People say all kinds of shit in my chat. I know I don't have the same numbers of people to like or dislike what I'm saying, but I mean, if you have a fucking chat open, just be ready to read something that might not, make you happy. I don't know. That's not what he said. That's not. Oh, you're saying that Bubba didn't say the election was stolen? May have been stolen? Someone's filling Bubba's head with liberal ideology. Well, I don't want to get banned for saying this, but I think it's Seth's mom. It's Seth's mom. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, guys. It's probably Seth's mom. Look, I think someone is going into Bubba's ear. It's possible. Bubba has a lot of people that tell him what they think and would like their views, or they would like representation amongst Bubba's content. So I'm sure there are different people that are liberals that are trying to get in Bubba's ear. And I'm not saying this as a critique of Bubba or saying, I'm saying he's got different people that are talking to him and saying whatever to him just because he's sort of like a voice for the people, or he's kind of been, being a big voice in Tampa, in the Tampa area and nationally. What did you say, Fat Pig? Maybe I was wrong. I think it just got a little bit out of hand and lost in translation between the chat and Bubba, guys. I think, Sniz, you should hit Lummy up and just be like, come on, unban me. I just got a little pissed. It's all good. We're moving on. Don't threaten to not listen to the show. Just critique. If you're going to fucking say something and you got facts or whatever to combat some idea, then do that. Don't, let's not talk about quitting listening to Bubba's show and whatever. Most of us are too crazy obsessed with it to actually stop listening. So let's not bluff like that. Come on, guys. Where's the map? Well, let's get this out of the way. Fucking I just did want to show you because the segment I did here, and now that I have I don't spend as much time in chat because I have my own show now that I can, if I disagree with something Bubba or someone says, and I can just pull it up on my show and talk about it. So let's talk about Elon Musk's election map that he reposted. So here it is. Must be a coincidence. States Harris won versus ID requirements. So every state, it appears every state she won either asks for no ID or non-photo ID. Okay, do you guys remember this segment? They brought this up. Let me look up. Bro, what the fuck map was okay? The reason I'm even talking about this, I was going to show this anyway, but the reason I'm talking about this now, I was going to save this for later, but the SNIS stuff came up. Hey, Scott Starbird, what's up, bro? Trump needs to make voter ID mandatory for federal elections. No, that would be cool. Guys, voter ID, it's really not like... I feel like you could get both sides to agree if we offered to, for citizens, if we had some kind of program that the government, and by government, I mean taxpayers, would pay for the person to get their ID. All they have to do is show up with the proper paperwork to the goddamn DMV and we'll pay for it. None of this bullshit about, oh, black people can't afford ID. Black people don't have the internet. You guys are so fucking stupid and ignorant. You're so fucking... That's bigotry of low expectations, as they call it. You guys think that, for real, Democrats think black people are fucking retarded. You can't go to the DMV because you're that fucking poor. You're so poor you can't walk to the DMV, huh? Holy fuck. It's so ridiculous. So anyway, here's the fucking map. All the fucking blue states are no ID or no photo ID. Then fucking Seth chimes in, and I don't know where the fuck I'm looking. Hold on. I don't know what someone must have sent something to Seth. Some fucking map. He said, I'm looking at a map that says Virginia strict ID. Let me show you the voter ID map. This is the first one that comes up. I don't know where Seth is getting, his fact check material. I imagine his mom sends him the same stuff she sends to Bubba or something. I don't know. But right here, VA, non-strict, non-photo ID required. I don't know where the fuck Seth saw differently, but right when that segment happened this morning, I went and looked it up. And this is how they get you. Remember how we talked about Pennsylvania had all of those fraudulent applications. They were voter registration applications, thousands of fraudulent ones that they caught. Again, we don't know what got through. Thousands of voter applications that they caught. And the way that works, Pennsylvania does require ID to vote. Only if you're a first-time voter in a precinct, they require ID. But the types of ID is what you have to actually look up what they ask for. Because if they're not asking for a government photo ID, then it's may as well be no ID. You can go print out whatever the fuck you want and show it to them with a name on it and get the ballot that matches that name. So that's how it works in Pennsylvania, that first time voting in a precinct, you need ID. If they sent in these fraudulent voter registration applications and the application passes and goes through the system, they send you a voter ID card, a voter registration card. You get that in the mail. It's a fraudulent name. You signed it Daffy Duck as a new voter in Pennsylvania. You get the voter registration card in the mail, and that is acceptable for ID when you go vote. So that's how it's really not that difficult to understand how they rig stuff, guys. It's really not that crazy. Oh my God. How do they do it? Illegals? Do they need to bus in Mexicans? No. All they have to do is fill out 50 fucking voter registration applications for one person 50 different names for 50 different precincts and go around all fucking day voting at different precincts. Oh, you want to see my ID? My name's Daffy Duck. Here's a card with no picture. It just says Daffy Duck on it. There's my ID. Give me my ballot. So that's how that works. So you have to read the fine print here. So we'll go to the, let me blow this up bigger so we can read it together. God damn it. Voter ID in Virginia. Virginia requires voter to present non-photo identification. So this goes, fucking what's the Elon Musk's map that he put here? Virginia, non-photo ID. So, you know, they said, again, this is one of those situations, guys. I hate to, you know, bring this up. And it's not like I say it that often, but I hate to be the one to keep bringing this up every time they fucking like get something wrong and don't fact check it at all. It just echoes in my head when Bubba said, oh, bring Dark Match Steve in the studio. What's Dark Match Steve gonna do? How is he gonna contribute? Oh my God, what a crazy idea. Well, how about here? Because you know, I'm sorry, no one bothered to look it up. You have a show that has thousands upon thousands of people watching, and like people that are going to watch it later. No one bothered to like actually look it up and fact check. Someone sent Seth a fake voter ID map, and he just goes, yeah, Elon Musk is wrong. Virginia, strict photo ID. Here we have Virginia. This is Elon Musk's tweet. Non-photo ID, Virginia. Look up voter ID rules in Virginia. Says you don't need an ID with a picture on it. That's exactly what the map said that Elon Musk shared. So anyway, could have saved that mishap. But anyway, Virginia requires voters to present non-photo identification while voting. Accepted forms of ID include Virginia driver's license, U.S. passports, student IDs, copies of current utility bills, bank statements, etc. For the full list, see below. Let's do it. Oh, ID cards by the federal voter ID card issued by the Department of Elections. Are we having deja vu here, guys? What was the acceptable forms of ID in Pennsylvania where we got all those fraudulent applications? Voter ID card. Acceptable use to prove who you are. A voter ID card with no picture. No picture on it. That's acceptable. You can just show up with a fucking white card that the government fucking printed out for you and sent to you because of a fake application you put in, and that's accepted as ID. It's just democracy, guys. It's just democracy. No big deal. They'll fucking let anybody vote. Who gives a fuck? So anyway, yes, Virginia, the blue states, they fucking completely don't give a fuck. They let anybody fucking vote, and that's where the fucking Democrats win. Library card, yeah. Pennsylvania is solid. Oh shit, you fixed it? Okay. Oh, thank God. Been having issues with StreamYard. Brian from Philly, thank you, sir. You got in trouble with Bubba too. Everybody's been pissing Bubba off. Scott Starber, thank you for figuring it out and not just getting out of here. Not just hitting the road because you're pissed off that it's skipping or whatever. Yeah. Oh God, am I starting shit? I didn't look. Bubba said something about you saying something negative in chat, or someone said that you were starting something. This was like a week ago or last week or something. I don't know. whether they're 6-year-old or 80. Yeah, that's the thing too, is like they act like we're just trying to stop illegals from voting. That's the only reason, or Hispanic people. We're only trying to stop Hispanic people from voting. Why is it like we also need ID to stop kids? You don't think that there's like 16, 17-year-olds that are fucking just trying to, they get triggered by Trump. They want to chop their dick off and they're 17 years old. And so they're like, oh yeah, I'll pass. They'll let me vote. It was a rib. What the fuck? Oh, God. Look, I just need to stay out of the morning show drama. I really do. God forbid I crack a joke on Seth. Yeah, I stay away from that. I really do. I don't. I pretty much, I don't crack jokes on anybody. Look, I learned my lesson from the roast. If you're not like, I don't know what status I would have to be able to crack the jokes that I cracked at the roast, but I don't have it. Whatever status that is, that's not me. So you know what? I'll stick to my own little stream over here that's building every day. I have plenty of videos that I get more views than subscribers, and my page is building. I cover all kind of topics here. I'm having fun. I don't have to worry about like trying to, live up to some standard of radio content or something like that, or trying to mesh with whoever the fuck is on Bubba's show this week. It's like, I'll just do my own thing, guys. Y'all made it really awkward saying that I don't belong there and acting like it's a completely fucking weird, crazy idea that I'd be in the studio after doing parody songs for 5 years. I know that's just such a crazy idea. So I won't, believe me, I won't push it anymore. It's okay. You've been in trouble for ribbing on people as well. Yeah. It happens. I mean, I get it. I get where people would get pissed off at a certain point if it's like continuous stuff. But if you just throw one little rib out there, I mean, I don't know how, like Howard, like for real, after what happened with the roast, how am I supposed to like make a joke ever again for that show? You fought for me to sit in on the show. Yeah, well, Sniz, I appreciate that. I truly do. I know there are a lot of people that said stuff, and I'm saying for real, I appreciate it a ton on so many levels. However, I think the more people brought it up to Bubba, it would just piss him off. In chat anyway. No, I know. I would see people here and there that would talk about it. And I think it just would piss. It's one of those things where Bubba says no on something. And every time after that, if someone brings it up, it's just like it triggers him. Or I think that's how it was. Scott Starbird, thank you, sir. DMS, if you weren't talented and kept my interest, I wouldn't watch you. You're talented. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to do some more political parody songs and bullshit. I'm going to try to get some more shit out there too. I do like streaming a lot though. I like being able to fucking, talk about current event shit, and, people reporting shit kind of don't give, I don't know. I feel like on here, we really have the time and the ADD to be able to jump around to different shit and dig in deep on something if we want to, if it interests us, even on a whim or whatever. I can do whatever I want over here. It's nice. A breakdown song. Yes, I might do that. I listened to that. I listened to the song you recommended, and I was trying to like think. We'll see though, Sniz. I might whip something out with that. We listened to Anna for how long, and he thinks DMS wouldn't be a good fit. I appreciate that, Jeff Cron. No, so I won't talk shit about Anna's radio skills. I don't know what the fuck happened with the money and stuff. I just feel like it's probably a better idea if I just not get into that. Different theories on that. But I mean, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what happened with that shit. I won't even comment on it. But as far as her radio talent, I thought she was really talented. Especially consider, I mean, think about that you actually were able to make Bubba pop on some stuff while he knew in the back of your mind that you ripped him off. You got to have some good jokes to be able to do that, right? Okay. I should have some guests. I will soon. I don't know if Tuttle mentioned coming on here with me. That would be fucking awesome. He let me on his podcast way back in the day. Fucking what's his name? Shannon Burke. I don't know what happened with him. I messaged him saying I wanted to have him on finally. I've just been super busy with storm repair bullshit, and it would be like, seriously, I get home, take a shit and a shower, and then it'd be time for me to stream. And it's like I didn't have time to plan anything, get a hold of him, fucking figure out Zoom, whatever the fuck. So I think Shannon Burke got mad at me, but then he reposted one of my videos from my stream where I was doing Odorous. Remember, I hosted my Halloween stream as Odorous from Guar, and I put a highlight video up, and Shannon Burke reposted it and was like, is this the show I'm supposed to be on? So I don't know if he was really trying to be a dick or trying to give me a shout out. I don't know what the deal is with him. I messaged him. I don't want to bug him, so I don't know what to do now. So I'm just doing my own thing. You'll be my guest. We can do that again sometime soon. Do a call-in show. All right, let me get to photo ID map. X that out. Let me screen share back on Twitter. Bro, there's a few of these things Trump's been talking about. It's exciting. Which one is this? God damn it. Uh-oh. Okay, I got it. Here we go. Okay.
Tuition costs at colleges and universities have been exploding, and I mean absolutely exploding, while academics have been obsessed with indoctrinating America's youth. The time has come to reclaim our once great educational institutions from the radical left, and we will do that. Our secret weapon will be the college accreditation system. It's called accreditation for a reason. The accreditors are supposed to ensure that schools are not ripping off students and taxpayers, but they have failed totally. When I return to the White House, I will fire the radical left accreditors that have allowed our colleges to become dominated.
What is that noise? Sounded like he had a pair of keys in his hand.
Turn to the White House, I will fire the radical left accreditors that have allowed.
Do you guys hear that? Do they have him chained up? What is happening right now? You guys hear the jingling? Listen closely. There's some kind of chains jingling. They have him locked up somewhere.
But they have failed totally. When I return to the White House, I will fire the radical left accreditors that have allowed our college.
Do you hear that? That actually sounds like chains.
To become dominated by Marxist maniacs and lunatics. We will then accept applications for new accreditors who will impose real standards on colleges once again and once and for all. These standards will include defending the American tradition and Western civilization, protecting free speech, eliminating wasteful administrative positions that drive up costs incredibly, removing all Marxist diversity, equity, and inclusion bureaucrats, offering options for accelerated and low-cost degrees, providing meaningful job placement and career services, and implementing college entrance and exit exams to prove that students are actually learning and getting.
Big E, that's the keys to the Trump train. Everybody love that in here. A broken mic? Bro, that's that sounds like every time he sways back and forth, you can hear the chains like dragging a little bit. That's what it sounds like.
Their money's worth. Furthermore, I will direct the Department of Justice to pursue federal civil rights cases against schools that continue to engage in racial discrimination and schools that persist in explicit, unlawful discrimination under the guise of equity will not only have their endowments taxed, but through budget reconciliation, I will advance a measure to have them fined up to the entire amount of their endowment.
So this is the interesting thing. When it comes to the universities and the DEI bullshit and dude, the fucking Patrick Bet-Davis talked about this, and I think he's right. I never looked this up myself to fact check this, but I think he's right on this. The fucking the colleges, according to Patrick Bet-Davis, I guess I could look this up, but I got a bunch of tabs open already. He said that the majority of their funding actually comes from these fucking donors. It's the majority of the biggest colleges, their funding, all the way they make all their money is not due to kids paying tuition. It's they get donations from fucking BlackRock and bullshit like that. So they are beholden to the people that donate to them, which is why you, in theory, which is why you see some of the fucking crazy bullshit that's happening on college campuses. This may actually be, this might get interesting. I wonder, like, how exactly this is going to play out with the colleges here.
A portion of the seized funds will then be used as restitution for victims of these illegal and unjust policies that hurt our.
The colleges are going to have to decide whether they want fucking federal funding and subsidies or they want donations from fucking BlackRock. You guys got to pick one. Honestly, you could probably, might be smart. You could probably take away all the federal funding from colleges, let BlackRock throw the money at them. They have so much money to fucking throw around and they're going to do whatever they say regardless. So let BlackRock pay for it. Save the fucking taxpayers' money. Spend the bankers.
Our country so badly.
The bankers' money.
Colleges have gotten hundreds of billions of dollars from hardworking taxpayers, and now we are going to get this anti-American insanity out of our institutions once and for all. We are going to have real education in America. Thank you.
Yeah, so I just looked it up. $58 billion in higher ED in the 2023 academic. American colleges get huge donations, and also, yeah. So there's a bunch of sites going into this, talking about how they get billions in fucking donations, guys. Okay, they don't. No one donating to a college could ever possibly expect something in return for that money. They're just donations. All right. Let me get to the next. Oh shit! Sorry. I'll pull that down just in case some gay porn pops up. It says my Twitter. You know, got to be careful.
Tuition costs at
Oh my
college.
God! Please no. Okay. National Guard. Where is the? Where it? Okay. Oh, so this shit's weird as fuck. Okay, let me pull this up. The fucking fair. Dude, the weirdest shit about this, I've talked to you all about the mud flood on here, right? Bro, these mud flood conspiracy pages, they be talking about the world fairs. Okay, are y'all familiar with the world fairs from like the early 1900s, late 1800s? They would fucking do these world fairs that I don't remember how long they would last. It'd be like a fucking year or something, months and months that these world fair would last. They would build all of this crazy shit in some fucking random part of the world, whether in America, I think there's they would do them in Europe and stuff too. And it would be like all the state of the art shit. Like they had crazy shit. Chicago. What is that where one of them was? Yeah, I think you're right. Chicago's the World Fair, Chicago. They built all this crazy shit. These mud flood people think, well, some of them think that the World Fair has some weird connection to the mud flood. That some of this shit was built to the wasn't just built when they did the fair. They think a lot of these buildings and stuff, historic buildings, are from an earlier time, and the mud flood covered some shit up. And they show, which I never knew, fucking at the World's Fair in like 1905 or something like that, they had moving fucking sidewalks and crazy like electric cars and shit like that. They had all kinds of weird technology back in the day. Moving sidewalks. It would take you through the fair, a sidewalk. And there's a video, I think, of them using one of these at one of these fairs in like way early 1900s. It was just really interesting to say. Some of those pages, the mud flood pages, reposted this clip. This is the only reason I knew about this clip. It's kind of weird. Hold on.
Will celebrate the biggest and most important milestone. 3 years from now, the United States will celebrate the biggest and most important milestone in our country's history. 250 years of American independence. What a great country. We have to keep it that way. But that's why, as a nation, we should be preparing for a most spectacular birthday party. We want to make it the best of all time. Here is my plan to give America's founding in 1776 the incredible anniversary it truly deserves. On day one, I will convene a White House task force called Salute to America 250. It will be responsible for coordinating with state and local governments to ensure not just one day of celebration, but an entire year of festivities across the nation, starting on Memorial Day 2025 and continuing through July 4th, 2026. Second, I will work with all 50 governors, Republican and Democrat alike, to create the Great American State Fair, a unique one-year exhibition featuring pavilions from all 50 states. It'll be something. The Great American State Fair will showcase the glory of every state in the Union, promote pride in our history, and put forth innovative visions for America's future.
Fucking Scott Starbird. Wait, where was your? I saw something. You're talking about. Oh yeah, Chicago's where the World Fair was hosted. I thought they had it different spots. So I don't know that much about the World Fair shit. I just, like I said, I follow some of these mud flood pages, and that theory intrigues me. But yeah, fucking. Let me see. Bro, the World Fair, I remember one of the things they showed, they had a human museum. Guys, at the World Fair, they had a human museum where they had fucking like some random tribes of people living in a spot at the fair, and the people could come by and see these primitive people living how they live. This was like it was like a human exhibition at the fucking World Fair. Inbound Realty, what's up, bro? Thanks for coming to check out the stream. What's up, family? How you doing?
My hope is that the amazing people of Iowa will work with my administration to open up the legendary Iowa State Fairgrounds to host the Great American State Fair and welcome millions and millions of visitors from around the world to the heartland of America for this special one-time festival. Together we will build it and they will come. Third, alongside the Great American State Fair, we will host major sporting contests for high school athletes. These are great athletes, wonderful athletes from fantastic high schools all around the country.
And you got to show somebody your genitalia to prove what gender you are, okay? No, we're not playing around here, all right?
These Patriot Games will allow young Americans from every state to show off the best of American skills, sportsmanship, and competitive spirit. Fourth, I will sign an executive order to bring back our National Garden of American Heroes, which we want to build very badly. Commission artists for the first 100 statues to populate this new statuary park honoring the greatest Americans of all time. Fifth, as president, I will invite the leaders and citizens of nations around the world to visit the United States in honor of our 250th anniversary. It's going to be great. America's tourist industry should get ready because we're going to have a lot of people coming. It will be a record year. And finally, and most importantly, I will ask America's great religious communities to pray for our nation and our people as we prepare for this momentous occasion. From the very beginning, America has been a country sustained and strengthened by prayer and by our communities of faith. As we chart a course toward the next 250 years, let us come together and rededicate ourselves as one nation under God. Thank you.
You are welcome. So yeah, they Chicago, I guess they did have it a few years, Chicago, but there's let me show you, pull up the wiki. So yeah, World's Fair, also known as Universal Expedition or an Expo, is a large global exhibition designed to showcase the achievements of nations. World's Fair, commonly used in the United States, while the French term Exposition Universelle is used in most of Europe and Asia. Other terms include, so they did it in Europe and stuff. Here it lists some of the spots. World Expositions of 1851, London, 1853, New York. That's crazy, guys. Look at this. 1862, London, Philadelphia, Paris, Barcelona, Paris, Prague, Chicago, Brussels, Paris, St. Louis, San Fran, Chicago. Inventions such as the telephone were first presented during this era. This era set the basic character of the World Fair. So yeah, this is crazy. These are fucking crazy. Some of the buildings that they have shown that they built supposedly just for the fair. It's like buildings that are several miles long and shit like that. If I'm not crazy, if I'm remembering this right. Yeah, San Fran. Europe doesn't count. Yeah, I know. It's probably anyway. Yeah. Fucking let me see here. Hold on. Yeah, so here let me pull this up. Here's this is got to be some of the ones that I saw pictures or whatever. Maybe it was some of it was concept art, but I did see or drawings. But anyway, China Pavilion, Shanghai, 206-foot tall pavilion was built for Expo 2010. It's now China Art Museum with 5 floors of modern Chinese art and visiting expeditions. Palace of Agriculture, St. Louis. Look at this shit. Built for the 1904 Louisiana Purchase Expedition, this 23-acre building. 23-acre building. That's fucking huge. Enough to house a working dairy farm, cider mill, and rice mills. Showcase agriculture products from 15 countries and 42 states. 50-meter high pavilion, decorative 1889. Covered 1,600 square meters. Wow. Eiffel Tower. Oh, fuck. Built for the 1889 World Fair, this tower originally intended to be torn down after the fair. Today, it's the most visited place. Holy fuck, dude. That was built for a World Fair. The Eiffel Tower. Manufacturers, liberal arts building, World's Columbian. I think I might have seen this one. If it were still standing today, this building would rank 3rd in volume and 8th in footprint on the list of largest buildings. It exhibited works related to art, literature, music, and science. So yeah, some of these structures that they built just for the World Fair were fucking huge. Holy crap, yeah. No, bro, I bet that shit's wild. This makes me want to go to Iowa and see what the fuck they got cooked up for this fair thing. Right? He said Iowa? I think he said Iowa. Here, let me pull Twitter back up. Let's get to one of these other clips. There's like 10 of these. Deploy National Guard. Oh. Hold on, let's check this one out. Let me pull it up for you guys. Ah!
Joe Biden and the defund the police Democrats have turned our once great cities into cesspools of bloodshed and crime. There's never been anything like it. Here's my plan to restore law and order in our cities.
Can you guys hear this? It seems a little low. You guys can hear it though, right? Yeah, a super Walmart is about 4 acres. Bro, that's fucking insane. What was it? 30 some acres? That's fucking nuts.
And throughout our country, frankly. First, because police forces have been gutted by Democrats' war on police, I will sign a record investment in hiring, retention, and training for police officers nationwide. So important. This bill will also increase vital liability protections for officers because the Democrats want to take those protections away from our police because we want them to do their jobs and we want them to do their jobs right. You can't take their protections away if you're going to have them do their jobs properly. Second, to qualify for this new funding and all other Justice Department grants, I will insist that local jurisdictions return to proven common sense policing measures, such as stop and frisk. Very simple. You stop them and you frisk them.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I just this is one of the parts where I'm like, okay, reel it in, Trump. I really don't think there's so much. If we just look, guys, look, I voted for the man. I'm trying to give an honest critique here. Look, the stop and frisk, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan. This is America. You don't just fucking stop someone and frisk them. Unless you're walking onto private property, you don't have the right to know what the fuck is in my pockets. Maybe I'm carrying 5 dildos and I'm embarrassed. I don't want you to see. Okay? Whatever the case is, it's not your business what's in my fucking pockets. That's how you lose the black vote? Yeah, that's how you lose votes. Yeah. What, the stop and frisk? Cops suck. I respect them, but I don't trust them. Exactly. And removing liability. Yeah, I don't like this either. Why do cops need protection if they're doing their job right? This is sort of, if we're being really fair here, if you're making sure a cop does their job right, does not include removing liability for when they fuck up, right? Are we all paying? Are we paying attention here? He just said that, and then he's saying bring back stop and frisk. So that's giving the cops more authority. Really, we can fix so much. These fucking shithole cities where these pieces of shit prosecutors let people go and let people just keep committing fucking crimes and not locking them up, arresting illegals and letting them loose. Then they fucking rape somebody and they arrest them and release them again, and then they go out and kill someone else. There's so much you can fix without adding stop and frisk, essentially violating people's rights. No public place should be stop and frisk. I'm sorry. Trump's first L. Okay, at least Scott's trying to be fair. I think I was so ready to just rah every single one of these fucking things and that Trump says here, but I'm sorry. Come on, let's get it together, Trump. We don't need you're swinging the pendulum too far in the other direction. You need to just keep it, in a good spot.
Strictly enforcing existing gun laws against convicted felons, cracking down on the open use of illegal drugs.
Wait, what? Okay, convicted felons. Hold on, let's back this up. Gun laws, convicted.
Department grants. I will insist that local jurisdictions return to proven common sense policing measures, such as stop and frisk. Very simple. You stop them and you frisk them. Strictly enforcing existing gun laws against convicted felons, cracking down on the open use of illegal drugs, and
really? You really think that, guys, what area, I'm sorry, but this is just, I need to look into stop and frisk and how that's supposed to, and what areas. I mean, because come on. You think you're going to stop criminals from having guns just by having a stop and frisk area in a city? You don't think the criminals are just going to avoid that area? You don't think that they're going to catch on to that real quick? Wasn't that New York had some parts like that or something? Okay, moving on. Okay.
Cooperating with ICE to get criminal aliens off our streets, and
That's Guys, no need to stop and frisk. This is like half of the problem. Gang violence and shit. You're going to find these fucking illegal immigrants that are gang members from Mexico and fucking throw their asses out of here. You don't need to fucking violate American citizens' rights.
Get them out of our country. Third, we will go after the radical Marxist prosecutors who are abolishing cash bail, refusing to charge crimes, and surrendering our cities to violent criminals.
That's like half of the problem. That's like more than the majority of a problem, more than half. These people don't prosecute. They let these fucking shitbags run around raping and pillaging, literally. That's all you need to do is force the prosecutors to charge these assholes with the crimes they commit.
They have surrendered like never before. I will direct
He's right there.
the DOJ to open civil rights investigations into radical left prosecutors' offices, such as those in Chicago, LA, and San Francisco, to determine whether they have illegally engaged in race-based enforcement of the law.
So what are you saying? I'll debate that any day. Apparently you don't understand. The fat pig, what you're referring to the stop and frisk? Why are you pro stop and frisk? What is that like? How do you have the right to privacy? How are you not violating constitutional rights by stopping and frisking people? This isn't fucking Nazi Germany. Exactly. There you go. Scott Starboard. Constitution says no illegal search and seizure. The cops need a warrant to be going through my damn pockets. Yeah. I'm sorry, but that's where I am too. I know, like, okay, yeah, you might be able to catch a criminal or two with a fucking gun in some area. I don't know if it's worth it burning the Constitution just so you can find a couple illegal immigrants with guns. You don't need to even do that. Just fucking keep track of these fucking screwballs that make it over the border and think that they can just fucking fuck shit up over here.
I will also work with Congress to give the victims of their Marxist policies the right to sue local officials for harm and suffering, and it has been great that they have caused. If your small business is pillaged because shoplifting goes unpunished, if you're brutally attacked by a violent felon released without bail or bond, then you will be entitled to massive damages.
Fuck yeah. I like that. I like that.
Fourth, I will order the Department of Justice, or some people call it the
AZ. It's called a Terry stop. Terry versus Ohio. It's been legal since at least 2002. Well, let me see the context. Legal where? In Ohio? I've heard the term Terry stop. Let's look this up because I'm not sure. Yeah, stop and frisk, a police procedure that allows an officer to briefly detain and question someone based on reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. That's a real loose definition. So the stop and frisk, if I'm okay, so I'm seeing Terry stop in the US. Yeah, I'm seeing Terry stop. That here, let me screen share so I can show y'all what I'm looking at. So a Terry stop, when Trump is saying stop and frisk, Okay. I've heard Trump talk about this. He said he was pro stop and frisk. He was pro stop and frisk in New York City. I remember Trump talking about this. And if I remember the context of what Trump was saying, is that you can just randomly stop and frisk anybody. That is not a Terry stop. According to this, what I'm looking up, and sorry, fuck, let me, I didn't screen share it. Let me bring it up. According to what I'm reading here, a Terry stop, you have to have suspicion of a crime. So a stop and frisk in the context of what Trump is talking about, I don't think this is what he's referring to, or he would call it a Terry stop. I could be wrong. This is an AI overview. We'll read more because I know a lot of people are critical of using the AI overview. This AI overview stuff, this misses intricacies and contemplated or complicated details and stuff. But AI overview. Terry stop, also known as stop and frisk, is a police procedure that allows an officer to briefly detain and question someone based on reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. Yeah, that's different. I'm pretty sure different than what Trump is referring to. Stop and frisk, where it just, whatever the fuck. You think someone has a fucking red bandana, and so you just stop and frisk them because you're like, oh, they're a blood. Origin terms from AZ already said this in chat. Terry versus Ohio, which ruled that a police officer could stop and frisk someone without arresting them if they have reasonable suspicion. Reasonable suspicion, a lower standard than probable cause, which is required for an arrest. Reasonable suspicion must be based on specific facts, such as a person acting suspiciously, wearing suspicious clothing, or being in a suspicious location. If the officer has reasonable suspicion the person is armed, they can pat them down, person's out of clothing, to search for a weapon. To execute Terry stop, reasonable force can be used, including forcibly stopping a fleeing suspect. Some criticize Terry stops and frisk as tools of racial profiling, exactly, and say they can cause emotional trauma for people with developmental differences or psychological difficulties. That's me. I'm retarded. Here, let's look up no, Terry stops are not a violation of the Fourth Amendment. Rationale. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so this is like, this isn't what I'm telling you guys. In the context of what Trump is saying, I don't think this is what he's talking about, because there's no problem with this. This is, I could be wrong. I might have a completely skewed understanding of what, but I was under the impression what Trump is referring to, is the cops just randomly frisking people in New York, even though they haven't fucking done anything. There's nothing like suspicious about their clothes or suspicious about the way they're acting. It's just like they can racially profile. If someone looks like it's a fucking rich area of New York, a business area, they can fucking they can search someone if they're dressed like, shit. If they look like they're too poor to be there. Fuck, what, hold on. What page is that on? Okay. All right. The court ruled that the potential harm from weapons outweighs the intrusion of a stop and frisk. Wow. The officer must have reasonable suspicion based on articulable facts, such as a person's behavior, clothing, or location. Racial profiling, yeah, we saw that already. Yeah, so this is the thing. Yeah, so illegal stop and frisk that are performed without reasonable suspicion are performed in an inappropriate manner can result in monetary damages. So the police have to, let me look up, they have to have reasonable suspicion. Damn it. Yeah, so okay, let's look at this. Because this was the context of what Trump was talking about back in the day. Let's just take a peek at this. Yeah, New York City under Rudy Giuliani. Yeah. Trump Trump was referring to that, if I'm not mistaken, when he is talking about bringing back stop and frisk. So this is different than a Terry stop, right? Because if the Terry stop, this is what I was trying to get into here. We're getting into the weeds. I hope no one's getting bored here. We're trying to hash this out, guys. So this is what I thought. We'll read through this and see what it says. But a Terry stop, I think, like AZ is saying, that is legal, and but that is based on reasonable suspicion that you have committed or are going to commit a crime, or you're in the process of committing a crime. They have to have articulable suspicion. This situation in New York, I think, is a little bit different. Stop and frisk program. So yeah, stop, question, and frisk. Why would New York City have to have a special program if it's legal? If a Terry stop is just legal, that they can stop and frisk anybody, then why do they need a special program? Temporarily detaining, questioning, and at times searching civilians and suspects on the streets for weapons and other contraband. This is what is known in other places in the United States as a Terry stop. Okay. The rules for the policy are contained in the state's criminal procedure law section based on the decision of the U.S. Terry versus Ohio. Okay. In 2016, reported 12,000 some stops were made under the stop and frisk program. The stop and frisk program was previously taken place on a much wider scale between 2003 and 2013. Over 100,000 stops were made per year, with 600,085 such people being stopped at the height of the program. Program also became the subject of racial profiling controversy. Okay. 90% of those stopped in 2017 were African American or Latino. So the white people never look suspicious, pretty much. Aged 14 to 24. By contrast, 54% of the population in New York City was African American or Latino. So, yeah, either all the black people and Latin people look suspicious in New York, or white people are just not committing any crimes. 74% of the individuals arrested overall were from those two racial groups. Research shows Persons of African American or African and Hispanic descent were stopped more frequently than whites ever after controlling for precinct variability and race specific estimates of crime participation. United States Supreme Court made an important ruling, Terry versus Ohio. Hence, the stops are also referred to as Terry stops, while frisk are arguably illegal. Until then, a police officer could search only someone who had been arrested unless a search warrant had been obtained. In cases of Terry, Ohio, Sabron versus New York, Peters versus New York, Supreme Court granted limited approval in 1968 to frisks conducted by officers lacking probable cause for an arrest in order to search for weapons if the officer suspects the subject to be armed and presently dangerous. The court's decision made suspicion of danger to an officer grounds for reasonable search. Yeah, so that's what I'm AZ yeah. Melanin looks suspicious. We'd better investigate, Johnson. So I'm just confused, Ace. Steve believes things he reads on the internet. Well, if you can cite some source that I can verify without the internet, feel free. So this is the thing. So this article is saying that this program in New York, Stop and Frisk in New York City, this is known in other places in the United States as Terry stops. So what is the deal then? What is Trump referring to bringing back Stop and Frisk? If Stop and Frisk is legal, it's called a Terry stop, and they're only supposed to stop people that they suspect of having committed, in the process of committing, or about to commit a crime. What is Trump bringing back? That's the thing. Because if that's how the law is, debatably, that's okay right now. What are we bringing back? Stop and frisk. Can someone answer? I'm not trying to fight with you, AZ. You are, you're right. But I'm just saying, like, what is Trump talking about then? If that's legal, has been since 2000, whatever, what is Trump going to bring back? Terry stops or stop and frisk. It's already legal. That'd be like if Trump said, yeah, we're gonna make it illegal to drive over the speed limit. It's already illegal. You get a ticket for it. What's changing? I actually don't understand this. Apparently found unconstitutional in 2013. What is that on here? Let me see if it 1990s, 2002. Hold on. (2013). Hold on. Class action lawsuits. Let me. Oh wait, y'all are on here. Okay, let me blow it up so you can see. Unconstitutional by a federal judge. Apparently, some nuance in New York City that exceeds Terry versus Ohio. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, so this is here we go that they have. Okay, settlement lawsuit, opposition. Okay, we'll get to that. Major turning point was 2013 court case Floyd versus City of New York and a subsequent NYPD mandate that required officers to thoroughly justify the reasons for making a stop. In 2013, 191,558 stops were made. Stop and frisk was an issue in the 2013 mayoral election. The race to succeed Bloomberg was won by Democratic Party candidate Bill de Blasio, who had pledged to reform the stop and frisk program, called for new leadership at the NYPD and Inspector General, and a strong racial profiling bill. Number of stops continued to decrease over the next 2 years. August 2014, stop and frisk numbers were down. 2019, granted class action status to a case brought by the Bronx defenders on behalf of individuals affected by the stop and frisk. Lawyers attested that records of individuals who underwent stop and frisk were retained by police, despite the law requiring that those records be sealed. The arrestees had cases which were downgraded to non-criminal status, dropped, declined by prosecutors, or thrown out by the court. Despite this, personal information such as arrest reports, mugshots, details about appearance, and residential addresses remained in law enforcement databases. I see. These records were used to increase the charges of individuals later arrested for unrelated crimes, and also continue to be used by NYPD facial recognition database to track down suspects. Politics of stop and frisk: opposition, support, impact. Okay. Opponents of the program have claimed that it's racist and failed to reduce robbery, burglary, or other crime. As Manhattan Borough President, current New York City Comptroller Scott Stinger argued that the program constitutes harassment of blacks and Latinos because it disproportionately directed at them. It is disproportionately directed at them. NYC Bar Association cast doubt on whether police are applying reasonable suspicion rule when making stops. Yeah, so look here. The sheer volume of stops that result in no determination of wrongdoing raises the question of whether police are consistently adhering to the constitutional requirements for reasonable suspicion for stops and frisks. So this is talking about when they compare the numbers, how many stop and frisks they do, and then how many people actually get arrested. That should be like 99%, right? You stop 1,000 people and you arrest like 900. That would be like reasonable. Something like that. But it's such a difference in the number that it shows they're just fucking willy-nilly groping people. Okay. Let me go. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, AZ, I don't know AZ what the fuck if you're a lawyer or what, but you know your shit around the stop and frisk. Yes, a federal judge ruled New York City Police Department's new NYPD stop and frisk policy was unconstitutional in 2013. Federal District Court Judge Shira Scheindlin ruled that NYPD stop and frisk practices violated 4th and 14th Amendment of the Constitution. The ruling found that policy was unconstitutional because it was based on racial profiling and subjected millions of New Yorkers to unlawful searches. Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, back in the day when Trump got a little bit of heat from people for bringing up the stop and frisk thing, that he was pro stop and frisk, and he was specifically referring to the version of stop and frisk in New York City that ended up being such a fucking shit show. Anyway, we're way down a rabbit hole. So yeah, it's complicated. So it's funny though when you a federal judge ruled that I guess it's only New York City's stop and frisk policy was unconstitutional, but if you ask this, it says no. Is stop and frisk policy unconstitutional? Terry versus Ohio Supreme Court rules stop and frisk fell under Fourth Amendment. So I guess it's just all based on how they enforce it, right? So the city's program to enforce stop and frisk was found unconstitutional, not the idea itself or the practice. That's interesting, though. Let's read through this. Just take a peek at it. Yeah, New York, Floyd. Okay. Yeah. Clearly violated 14th Amendment, subjecting millions of overwhelmingly Black, Latino, low unlawful searches through systemic racial profiling. We hope that today's decision, robust remedies the court has put in place, will mark the end of this dark chapter in New York City, NYPD's history. Okay, that's it. Okay. Jesus. 2 paragraphs. Okay. ACLU. All right. Let's get to the next video. Let's get to the next one. We took a little dive there. It's all right. Let's get back to the Twitter page.
Department of Injustice right now and Homeland Security dismantle every gang, street crew, and drug network in America. Every single one of them will be dismantled. We already know where these turf wars and drug dens are. We know who the people are. And we're going to charge them and charge the culprits with every crime that we can find.
If you know who they are, then you know who to stop and frisk, okay? Don't be grabbing innocent people like me that just want to walk around with a pistol and a little bit of weed, okay? You guys need to chill out. Everybody just chill.
We're going to be fair, but we're going to be tough. We also need the death penalty for drug dealers. So important. And I'd add to that human traffickers, drug dealers and human traffickers. They get the death penalty. Watch it stop and stop quickly. Fifth, in cities where there has been a complete breakdown of law and order, where the fundamental right of our citizens are being intolerably violated, I will not hesitate to send in federal assets, including the National Guard, until safety is restored. If Nancy Pelosi would have accepted our National Guard or our soldiers, you wouldn't have had January 6th. But even the mayor of D.C. didn't do that. Sixth.
Oh, fuck. He really took it there. Bro, he really took it there. Nancy will never live down admitting on camera that she fucked up and it was her responsibility to have the National Guard there ready.
We will end the leftist takeover of school discipline and juvenile justice. Many of these carjackers and criminals are 13, 14, and 15 years old. I will order the education and justice departments to overhaul federal standards on disciplining minors. So when troubled youth are out in control, they're out on the streets and they're going wild, we will stop it. The consequences are swift, certain, and strong, and they will know that. Seventh, I will protect the right of self-defense everywhere it is under siege, and I will sign concealed carry reciprocity.
This right here, I heard about this. This is fucking awesome. Concealed carry reciprocity. So I can drive across this whole goddamn country and don't have to ditch my gun in a fucking field somewhere like I just murdered somebody. I can just drive with it. For some reason, it's like Florida can look at my record and they can say, okay, there's no reason to think you're just going to fucking go blow someone's head off for no reason. You have no violent crimes in your history. You've been an upstanding citizen besides buying a little bit of weed, okay? We see that on your record here, Steve, and we don't like that, but it's a nonviolent crime, okay? And you completed the drug program, and so we know you're not addicted to cannabis. Like Hunter Biden is addicted to crack cocaine when he bought his gun, okay? We know that about you, so you're allowed to walk around with a gun. You've had a concealed carry permit for a decade and never hurt anybody. For some reason, that's not enough. When I go to New York City, they just assume I'm just going to fucking just start shooting people because I'm from Florida. Not anymore, bitches. Stop and frisk me and then give me my gun right back.
Your Second Amendment does not end at the state line. In addition, I will, of course, fully secure the border, dramatically increase interior enforcement, and wage war on the cartels. We have never had a border so secure as it was just 2 years ago, and now our border is the worst anywhere in the world and possibly of all time. There's never been a country that allowed to happen what's happening in the United States right now, where millions of people are pouring across our borders. They come from mental institutions. They come from the prisons. They're all being let out so they can come into the United States. They're poisoning our country. We will also take back our streets from the homeless, the drug addicted, and the mentally ill. I will discuss.
We're taking back these streets.
Those plans in much more detail very soon. That is how I will bring back public safety to America. I want to thank you. We're going to make America great again, and we're going to make America safe again. Thank you.
All right. Let me see how many more we got of these. If you want to, God, it's late. I got to cook and I got stuff to do. Fuck. I was thinking I could have Fat Pig come on here and argue, because I know it's hard to do in the chat. If you wanted to maybe video call, if I have time, let me try to get through the rest of these guys. Well, we just did that one. Is this part of the same thing? I think it is. Let's look at this one.
Then we just.
Oh, let me put this up for you guys. Shit. Okay.
If we don't have free speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple, just like dominoes, one by one. They'll go down. That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime and to reclaim the right to free speech for all Americans. And reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people. They have collaborated to suppress vital information on everything from elections to public health. The censorship cartel must be dismantled and destroyed, and it must happen immediately. And here's my plan. First, within hours of my inauguration, I will sign an executive order banning any federal department or agency from colluding with any organization, business, or person to censor, limit, categorize, or impede the lawful speech of American citizens. I will then ban federal money from being used to label domestic speech as mis or disinformation. And I will begin the process of identifying and firing every federal bureaucrat who has engaged in domestic censorship, directly or indirectly, whether they are the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health, Human Services, the FBI, the DOJ, no matter who they are. Second, I will order the Department of Justice to investigate all parties involved in the new online censorship regime, which is absolutely destructive and terrible, and to aggressively prosecute any and all crimes identified. These include possible violations of federal civil rights law, campaign finance laws, federal election law, securities law, and antitrust laws, the Hatch Act, and a host of other potential criminal, civil, regulatory, and constitutional offenses. To assist in these efforts, I am urging House Republicans to immediately send preservation letters, and we have to do this right now, to the Biden administration, the Biden campaign, and every Silicon Valley tech giant, ordering them not to destroy evidence of censorship.
Okay, so I don't want to be the one to say this. I don't. But is Trump going to fire himself? Because he asked Twitter to take down a tweet by like fucking Chrissy Teigen or some bullshit. Trump asked Twitter to censor stuff. That is censorship. Asking Twitter to remove tweets that are anti-Trump tweets. That's censorship.
Third, upon my inauguration as president, I will ask Congress to send a bill to my desk revising Section 230 to get big online platforms out of censorship business. From now on, digital platforms should only qualify for immunity protection under Section 230 if they meet high standards of neutrality, transparency.
This I think is interesting here. This is interesting here. That they have to, he's basically getting at the social media, fucking Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. You guys are obviously censoring people based on what the fuck they post, burying everything I post. Okay. Do you guys remember how good Instagram was back in the day? Do you guys remember how Instagram used to actually just show you posts in order of when they were posted, all the people you follow? It would just be whoever you follow on Instagram, you see their posts on your feed in the order of who posted them first. Do you guys remember how good that was? Some people probably don't even realize how bad it is now, but all the time, I'll end up clicking on somebody's profile somewhere and I'll see, oh, they're followed by such and such, someone you follow. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Does this person stop posting? And I click on it and it's like, no, they posted today, yesterday, the day before, and every fucking day for the past year. And I haven't seen it because Instagram just decided to not let me see it. Facebook too. These fucking social media sites suck now. It's so fucking stupid. Was he president when he did so? I believe he was when he asked Twitter to censor something. I think he was. I don't. He would have no authority to ask Twitter to fucking censor something when he wasn't president, I think. I mean,
fairness and non-discrimination. We should require these platforms to increase their efforts to take down unlawful content such as child exploitation and promoting terrorism while dramatically curtailing their power to arbitrarily restrict lawful speech. Fourth, we need to break up the entire toxic censorship industry that has arisen under the false guise of tackling so-called mis and disinformation.
Wow, guys, I actually remember this right. Let me screen share with you because this is a W for me that I can retain any of this. Chrissy Teigen was the right person. How the fuck did I remember that? Chrissy Teigen, though, let me show you guys a video of Chrissy Teigen because that bitch should have had tweets censored, but not this one. Chrissy Teigen tweeted about like wanting to fuck toddlers and stuff. This is, I'm not making this up. Chrissy Teigen was like tweeting stuff about banging little kids and pizza codes. Those are real tweets by Chrissy Teigen talking about how toddlers are sexy and stuff like that. Trump asked Twitter to take down derogatory tweet from Chrissy Teigen, whistleblower. Then president, meaning at the time president, 2019, during his first term, asked Twitter to take down a tweet from model television personality Chrissy Teigen in 2019 because he saw it as derogatory, according to testimony from Twitter whistleblower and former employee. House Oversight and Accountability Committee kicked off its first hearing on Twitter's role in restricting users' access to a New York Post story about a laptop belonging to Hunter Biden, President Biden's son. Post reported in 2020, shortly after the year's presidential election, that it received a copy of, okay, so we know this Trump Twitter request came out probably just because of the laptop story. Allies have railed against Twitter for moderating certain types of content they consider censorship, but the testimony from Anika Navaroli, a former member of Twitter's safety and policy team, allegedly shows Trump also attempted to influence Twitter's content. Navaroli testified that her supervisors told her and her team that the platform received something of a request from Trump to take down a tweet that Teigen posted criticizing him. Received requests from White House to make sure that we evaluated this tweet and that they wanted it to come down because it was a derogatory statement directed towards the president. Yeah, so Trump's going to fire himself because he tried to censor Twitter. Oh, you started using IG about a year ago? So I've had Instagram since at least 2014, 2015, I think 2014. And back in the day when I first started, there were no videos, by the way. It was just pictures. That's what Instagram was. And God damn it, Fat Pig. I was talking about me debating you, Fat Pig. You said you wanted to debate me, and then you started talking about debating Scott Starbird. Now you're trying to get me to host a debate on my channel? What do I look like, a debate moderator? No, I'm a shit talker. How am I supposed to sit back and watch you two fight? Come on. What's the number, and does DMS know? Yeah, I thought I was debating you, Fat Pig. You SOB. All right, hold on. Just X out of that. Let's get back to the Twitter. I can't do it tonight, guys. I needed. Oh God, it's already past 9:30. I was trying to be off by 9:30. I've already been on 2 hours. I don't know how that's possible, but it's true. Okay. Oh wait, this one ain't done. Let me pop this back up. Okay.
The federal government should immediately stop funding all nonprofits and academic programs that support this authoritarian project. If any U.S. university is discovered to have engaged in censorship activities or election interferences in the past, such as flagging social media content for removal of blacklisting, Those universities should lose federal research dollars and federal student loan support for a period of 5 years and maybe more. We should also enact new laws laying out clear criminal penalties for federal bureaucrats who partner with private entities to do an end run around the Constitution and deprive Americans of their First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights. In other words, deprive them of their vote. And once you lose those elections, and once you lose your borders like we have, you no longer have a country. Furthermore, to confront the problems of major platforms being infiltrated by legions of former deep staters and intelligence officials, there should be a 7-year calling off period before any employee of the FBI, CIA, NSA, DNI, DHS,
NSA,
or DOD is allowed to take a job at a company possessing vast quantities of U.S. user data. Fifth, the time has finally come for Congress to pass a digital.
I love how after he drops one of these, he goes like it's gonna, like, oh, that's gonna hurt somebody. Oh, yes, we're going to stop this and that. Then we're going to go in, we're going to take a dump on Nancy Pelosi's desk.
Digital Bill of Rights. This should include a right to digital due process. In other words, government officials should need a court order to take down online content, not send information requests such as the FBI was sending to Twitter. Furthermore,
did you ask the tweet to get taken down or not, Trump? This insider that leaked whatever that we just read about, I don't want to pull the goddamn Hill article back up, but it said an insider leaked that. Was it actually confirmed, though? Do I need to fucking look? It's not that important. Let's keep going. Stop asking people to take tweets down about you, even the insulting stuff. It's funny, Trump. You work with it. Come on.
Or when users of big online platforms have their content or accounts removed, throttled, shadow banned, or otherwise restricted.
That's me. That's me. Several thousand followers on Instagram. Used to get thousands of engagements per every post I posted. Now I'm lucky if I get 10 people to see a post that I post. Doesn't matter what it's about anymore. They just will not let my followers see my posts. That's where we're at.
No matter what name they use, they should have the right to be informed that it's happening, the right to a specific explanation of the reason why, and the right to a timely appeal. In addition, all users over the age of 18 should have the right to opt out of content moderation and curation entirely and receive an unmanipulated stream of information if they so choose.
Well, how about that shit? This is what I was talking about. Instagram used to be like this. It would just show you the pages you follow. Who the fuck? It's actually they change your algorithms to your detriment. They show you stuff that'll just get you fucking emotional, make you fucking cry or pissed off because you'll watch more of that stuff than stuff you actually like. They've turned everyone's feed into fucking bullshit that's just supposed to keep your eyes on it. It's not meant to make you enjoy it more. It's just to make you stare at your phone pissed off more. That's what it does.
The fight for free speech is a matter of victory or death for America and for the survival of Western civilization itself. When I am president, this whole rotten system of censorship and information control will be ripped out of the system at large. There won't be anything left. By restoring free speech, we'll begin to reclaim our democracy and save our nation. Thank you, and God bless America. If we don't have...
Oh, God. God bless America. Make MySpace great again. Yeah, MySpace was cool back in the day. What, you're banned on Twitter? Are you, damn, Scott, is that true? You need to get Alex Stein to put in a word over at Twitter for you. What the fuck? Or I guess he doesn't have that connection anymore. He got Bubba's account back. Damn. Oh, really? What the fuck? Oh. I guess we'll save it for another time. God damn it. I want to take a call, but it's fucking Alex said he'll talk to Elon about it if he gets the chance. Damn it, it's late. Let me bring up this other video. This is What's His Nuts. RFK Jr. RFK Jr. He's got to tell you. He's going to explain the new policies that they're going to try to enforce. If you can just bear to listen for a moment, he'll lay it all out for you. Hold on. Let me screen share. Let me screen share this so you can see it. Okay. First, we're gonna ban all vaccines. And because your kids, they can survive getting polio. They're gonna be fine. Next, we're gonna make you eat carrots and healthy food. No more McDonald's.
Kennedy Jr., and I'm here outside of the United States Department of Agriculture to tell you about a win-win policy that I'll be pushing in the Trump administration. It's a win for farmers, for consumers, and for the environment. And the purpose is to make America healthy again. America's current ag policy is destroying America's health on every...
Fuck yeah. This is what Michelle Obama was pretending to do. Fix school lunches. And school lunches are fucking shit. Still.
level. It's destroying the economic health of farmers.
It's destroying the economic health of farmers. I think I do a better RFK Jr. impersonation than RFK Jr. does. I do his voice better than he does.
Farmers by forcing them to get big or get out. Big corporate farms do just fine, while the small and medium family operators are squeezed to the point of collapse. It also destroys the health of America's soil and water by tilting the playing field in favor of more chemicals, more herbicides, more insecticides, more concentrated.
Those are just flavors. You guys like all that stuff they spray on your food? It just adds flavor to it. I mean, yeah, it kills the bugs, and nothing can survive out in the field if it gets sprayed with this stuff. It just gets completely annihilated, except if they've genetically modified the food to be able to handle getting sprayed with something that should absolutely destroy it. So that's your food is genetically modified to be able to handle getting sprayed with poison. I'm sure that has no side effects on, your digestive system or anything, or, it's just, no big deal. Red 40, yummy. AZ, Michelle wanted to fix school lunches, then her chef drowned. Yeah. He was going to cook all the lunches for every school across America, and then he drowned.
Created monocrops and feedlots. And finally, it destroys the health of consumers. Not only do the chemicals pollute our bodies, the same way that they pollute the soil, but corporate interests have hijacked the USDA's dietary guidelines to make natural, unprocessed foods barely an afterthought.
Can I say the more paranoid part about me? You know the way how, well, at least I'm to the point where I'm like, okay, something being FDA approved. Oh, Yinzer in Florida. What's up? I missed you. Somehow I didn't see your chat at first. Thank you. The delts are looking swole. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am looking a little bit swole today. Been killing the workouts. All right. Oh, what I was saying was, so the fucking organic stuff is regulated by the USDA. And, you know, the more I've been doing the organic shit for a couple years now, and I've told y'all, I feel different when I eat when I eat mostly organic shit, and I don't do anything too crazy in my diet, cheat too bad. I feel really great. And I can tell my digestive system really appreciates the organic food. But sometimes I've wondered a few times, I'm just like, I don't trust things that are FDA approved necessarily. That being FDA approved is like means less and less to me as time goes on. I used to vape, you know, I used the fucking nicotine vape, and I used to justify when I switched to that from cigarettes, and I was like, oh, well, this has to be better. And I think it probably is for the most part. But I'm like, yeah, this has to be better for you. And then when people would say, oh, what are those chemicals you're breathing with the e-cig? And I'd be like, oh, well, they're FDA approved vegetable glycerin and propylene glycol. And then they add flavoring and nicotine. So, you know, it's much better than cigarettes. And then to be real, like everything that happened in 2020 and the mandates and everything got me to where I was like, whoa, I shouldn't trust the FDA. I'm not so sure about trusting the FDA. In fact, I no longer trust the FDA. And then people would still ask me, hey, what are those chemicals in your e-cig? And I'd be like, oh, well, they're FDA approved. And then I was like, oh, yeah, okay, so I need to quit vaping now. I looked up propylene glycol. It's like fucking engine coolant or something. I'm like, okay, well, so much for that. I guess we're going to stop vaping. And anyway, the USDA, I haven't done a ton of research into this, but it's like, how well are they actually regulating the fucking organic food market? It's a fucking government agency that is probably just as much at risk of corruption as the FDA or CDC or something like that. So anyway, I'm interested to see what happens with all this. Who knows? They're probably going to come out in a year and be like, fucking RFK Jr. is going to pop up here with another video and be like, so we investigated the USDA, and you've been eating worse chemicals. They use different chemicals on the organic stuff, and you're gonna die soon. That's what he's gonna say eventually.
That's one reason why 70% of the American diet now consists of ultra-processed food. We're going to change that. We're going to give farmers an off-ramp from the current system that destroys their health, wrecks the soil, makes Americans sick, and destroys family farms. We're going to rewrite the regulations to give the smaller operators a break. We're going to encourage sustainable, regenerative farming that can build soil and replenish aquifers. We're going to ban the worst agricultural chemicals that are already prohibited in other countries. And we're going to remove conflicts of interest from the USDA dietary panels and commissions. I've seen some of what America's most innovative regenerative farmers are doing today. They can literally green deserts. They rebuild depleted soils. Wells that have been dry for 30 years start flowing again. They heal the land, and some of them make a very good living doing it. But unfortunately, Many more have to fight the system in order to do what's right. It doesn't have to be this way. And when Donald Trump gets me inside the building I'm standing outside of right now, it won't be this way anymore. American agriculture will come roaring back, and so will American health. If you want this to happen as much as I do, please donate what you can to make America healthy again at ahanow.org. Thank you, and God bless.
You know, I don't. What this should be. You know, when I went to figure out a title for this video for the stream, I knew we were going to be going over some of this shit. Are like for real? Are any of the Democrats seeing this video, and how do they feel about it? I really want to know. How are you think this is Hitler type of stuff? Do you actually think this is Nazi stuff? To say that we want regenerative farming to where not monocropping that depletes the soil. You want farmers, big and small, to use techniques that are actually going to make environments healthier for growing more food. Do lefties actually hear this and go, oh my God, it's Hitler? I'm actually I really want to know. Because I mean, what policies, besides massive deportation, besides that, what is the problem? I want to know. What's the fucking problem? You guys need to shut the fuck up, for real. I mean, I'm here to hear your grievances, and I will vet them, okay? I will look into them, your grievances with Trump. I have my own, okay? This is a good thing, right? Are there actually Democrats that hear this and they're cringing oh my God, he's going to make it to where I can't eat regular McDonald's made with seed oils? What a piece of shit. I want to eat I want processed foods. I want to eat Cheetos all fucking day that are sprayed with poison. How dare you take that from me? You Nazis, you scum. My body, my choice. Are people actually saying this? Or is this do some of the Democrats go, huh, this sounds like something us Democrats would have wanted 10 years ago before we ever heard of Trump? Huh. I want to be inside your head. What are you thinking when you hear this? Do Democrats that are, insanely triggered by Trump, do they actually hear this and go, ah, inside their head? God damn. I think we got through most of these bad boys. All right, guys. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock now. I wanted to fucking the fat pig. I promise we'll get on here. I'll moderate for you guys to debate or whatever. And I would love to debate you on the stop and frisk thing. Maybe we can do that sometime this week or something. We'll get into some more debate shit on here, guys. We have to do it eventually. That's one thing I mentioned when I first started this channel. I was like, I'd like to do some kind of debate stuff here and there. I mean, I'm good at fucking ranting about bullshit on my own. I don't know how well I'll actually do in debates with real people. I mean, it has to be topics that I'm fairly familiar with. Dude, there are some things that I know I can just fucking school people on. I can put you over my knee and spank you, and you won't even know what the fuck happened. You'll just be crying. You'll leave crying. I know there's some subjects I can do that with. It's probably not a lot, though. So, but yeah, well, I'll fucking, we'll get into some of that here. And if I can moderate, I don't mind. It's just that for real, I was expecting to be off here by 9:30. I got to cook and stuff like that. So I don't want to get down a rabbit hole of a debate and have to cut it off and whatever. Debate is bullshit. Prove me wrong. Yeah, good point. I agree with you. You win. You win the debate. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Fucking Trump is back, I guess. We'll see. We'll see if they let him get in there. I have my concerns. About Trump, but also about whether they're going to let his ass get back into the White House. So we'll see. But dude, this is intriguing to me. This is exciting to me. It actually seems like people are interested in changing people's health and quality of life in this country, and in the fashion in which I also believe in. Because this is part of the thing that I'm against, like universal health care coverage and fucking, insurance for everybody. And what it's because there's drugs in everything. Everyone is overprescribed. You people are going to the doctor because you eat shitty food. That's literally what it is. To like go along with how things have been going in this country and then throw on top of it, oh yeah, universal health care. Everyone's just going to have free insurance or what a cheap insurance and be able to go to the doctor and whatever. It's money laundering. It's more money laundering. You're poisoning people with shitty food and then saying, oh, don't worry, because we have a doctor for you. When you get cancer because you eat McDonald's French fries 5 days a week, okay, it's no big deal because we have cheap cancer treatments and cheap cancer doctors, guys. It's America. No, thank you. No, thank you. I like this version of making America healthier. I like this version. Stop adding poison to stuff. Is that really such a crazy idea? Is this Maoist China we're living in? Is this fucking Nazi Germany? They want to take the poison out of the food? No, leave the poison in and then just give everyone free doctor visits, guys. We're Democrats. So anyway, ranting again. Yes, I know, but sometimes they're good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's been fun. It's been real, but it ain't been real fun. No, this has been Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. Just looking at a few. I didn't watch all of those videos all the way through. I saw a few titles and stuff and saved them. I knew about the concealed carry thing, which I was excited I was excited about when I first heard it. But yeah, that should be interesting. So I don't know, man. At this point, you guys remember, part of my problems with Trump is I was worried about him defending the Second Amendment. You know, as long as we don't throw any fucking more bump stock laws and bullshit like that, this is a really good sign. It's concealed carry reciprocity. If I have the mental capacity and morals to be able to walk around in Florida of all places and not shoot anyone, I should be allowed to take my fucking concealed carry and waltz into whatever fucking state I want to without getting a cop's boot on my neck. I think that's fair. So yeah, I like that. And I like the fucking focus on pesticides, herbicides, health, the standards for food in this country. This is really cool to see for me. I understand some people aren't comfortable with Trump and whatever. I get it. I'm not either. We've talked about this on here, but I like hearing this shit. This is promising for me. This is actually this makes me think about the future and be like, wow, this might actually be cool. Maybe I don't have to be as anal when I go to the grocery store. I can't buy anything because it's all sprayed with fucking bullshit. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes, guys. The future ain't looking so bad, right? I mean, thus far, unless your mom is an illegal alien, you're probably not too worried about the future. We'll see. There was the school. I know there's some controversy about school funding for federal school, whatever the fuck. Yeah, I know there's some controversy with that too. So as long as your grandma's not an illegal alien and you don't have a mentally disabled child, you should be feeling really good right now. Okay. All right. With that, we're gonna get out of here. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging with me. Who knows what the fuck we're getting into tomorrow? Probably, I don't know. Might just jerk off on camera for you for an hour and call it a night. All right, guys. It's been fun. The Fat Pig is still in here. Let me get his favorite. I make my own royalty-free tracks. Like I say every night, it's true. Here's the Fat Pig's favorite one because he's first in here every day. It's my little lover. Thank you guys for the support. Hit the subscribe button if you've enjoyed the show, or even if you hate it and you want to just hate watch me, please hit the subscribe also for that. And I will be back on tomorrow night. Show should be starting 8 o'clock tomorrow. So I'll see you then, lovers. Thanks again. Mwah. Mwah.